What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 1% podcast. Today I'm here with Will and Rory in the motherfucking building. What's happening?
We are here.
I just recording a podcast, bro. Yeah, we're back on the 1% podcast. Today I want to talk about social media growth and how to monetize your social media. So, for context, obviously, me, Will, and Rory are all content creators, and we are
I'm an influencer, bro.
Yeah, we're influencers. We're pretty big. But over the past few years, we have had a lot of experience in getting viral content, making content, building a fan base, building an audience. We all specialize in our own categories. So, what do you make videos about, Roy?
I make videos about looks maxing. I'm a looks maker, apparently. And yeah, so just pretty much just a certain subtype of niche inside a niche already that is self-improvement. Because if you want to grow your personal brand, you definitely have to delve into a certain niche. And obviously, self-improvement is all-encompassing. We've only really seen, a couple of people really succeed in the self-improvement niche as a whole. And that is, say, for example, Hamza and First Man, for example. But those two guys, obviously, a lot older than we are. And also, just have a degree of, life experience more than what we have. And I feel like, obviously, in today's day and age where something is so all-encompassing and you have to compete with guys like that, you really have to delve into a certain, like I said, niche to really separate yourself from everyone else.
I feel like with your content specifically, like you're doing looks maxing, there really isn't that much of a competition out there. Obviously, it is becoming quite mainstream. I can see already there's a lot of, there's a lot of influence from the looks maxing community, but there's really only you've got like Brett Maverick. You've got, who's the hairspray guy?
Dylan Latham.
Dylan Latham. Yeah. Who else have we got?
I mean, you got Syrian Psycho. But
Syrian Psycho.
YouTube.
A lot of them are just like kind of TikTok guys or Instagram
that's
reel guys.
Very true.
It's a big TikTok thing.
It's a big TikTok thing, and that's why I've obviously pursued it so hard on YouTube. Is because really the only guy that is really pursuing it besides like Brett Maverick is just Dylan Latham. And to be honest with you, like, I can see myself steamrolling both of them, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah.
Yeah, true. What do you make content about, Will? What would you classify your content?
Yeah, so I'm in a bit of a... Like, right now, it's still about self-improvement and fitness, and it probably leans a lot more into just fitness. But I'm trying to find my niche at the moment. But, just talk about different topics a lot, like within fitness, like current trending, stuff like that. Find myself just sort of leaning into that more. But just trying to find my spot in that industry right now. But I'm just pushing out content, just trying to learn,
And I'm just you, so I make the exact same content, right?
They are pretty similar, to be fair.
Yeah. I recently just looked at my statistics, and also the same people watch me, watch you, and Mario Rios.
Yeah. We sort of fit into that sort of category at the moment.
All right, so what were your most viral videos of the past year?
On YouTube, I got 4 million views now on a eating like Sam Sulek challenge. And what's it funny?
Look at the camera with this.
Oh, yo!
What's that from? Is that from the fucking?
It's just got a string of lines.
I didn't even see that.
It's badass, bro. Yeah, so 4 million views on that Sam Sulek.
If you
video.
lean slightly to the right, you're good.
Hey,
Problem solved.
Yeah. And on Instagram, it was a video about how I was talking about how Rich Piana uses synthol. But apparently, I don't know, it was a huge fucking thing. Someone even approached me in the gym about how he doesn't use synthol. But then you look into it and you're like, wait, no, he did use synthol. But he used this other thing called PMAA, but he used that on top of synthol. So it's a big, huge confusion. But anyway, yeah. So that went viral, mainly just because of the controversy. There's a few other ones that got, like 1 million views plus. What about you?
What about me? So the way I kind of like to look at, I'm just going to kind of change subjects here. The way I kind of like to look at developing your channel as a whole is really just setting your channel off with a few viral bangers first.
Yeah.
So that's at least what happened to me, and I sort of recognized that early on. I had a channel named Giga Raws. Well, it was just Raws at the time, but I started to change the branding because I wanted to delve off into my own thing. But I pretty much just followed like a wave of virality, and that was the Ziz and we're all gonna make it, brah trend.
Yeah.
And I would just the easiest videos to make, so easy. Like going back on it, I easily could have got that channel to like 500k plus.
Oh, easily.
Bro, there was a channel there was a fan of my channel that decided to copy the videos I was making. I got sent an email by him. His name is Balkan Gains. Balkan Gains is on 535,000 subscribers right now.
Like uploading the same kind of content.
Same stuff. And to be honest, much worse than what I was doing. But I just decided to stop because it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. And I wanted to pursue my Raws channel, which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, the idea behind that is just try and make something that just has no reason not to go viral.
Yeah.
Like, just leave no excuses for it to not perform well.
That is true.
Don't make a video and just hope the algorithm will just pick it up.
True.
Because the chances of that happening is just so little.
Yeah.
So obviously, like I said, leave no excuses in your way. Do your best to make something happen with your channel, and great things will happen.
Yeah, I think I was explaining this to someone the other day. I was saying, if you want to make viral content, you need to completely remove your biased lens of your videos. Like, just because you made it doesn't mean it's going to go viral. Like, people tend to not understand that at the start, and it takes time to build up that non-biased view of your own content. But you've really got to analyze it and say, like, is this a viral video? Like, is this actually a good video? Is it the best video?
Yeah.
And if I took my own opinion out of it, like, is it just a good video in general? Would people watch it? Is this something that would come up on my For You page or YouTube recommendations or something?
Like, more often than not, I'm looking at my videos on my channel and I'm thinking, it can be better. It can always be better.
It can always be better.
I'm never like...
It's the curse of YouTube content creator.
Like, I'm never getting like that sense of satisfaction.
Yeah.
But then other people will look at the video and think, oh, this is fucking like amazing. So it's better to be hard on yourself when it comes to this stuff than to be easy going about it and just, uploading a video with minimal editing, and just like a Hamza unfiltered channel, sort of thing,
That's what I was like attempting at the start, just the unedited, like, like if I'm spitting good stuff, then it's gonna, go viral because it's like I'm talking about good shit.
Bro, everyone could do
but
that.
nobody gives a fuck if you can't hold their attention.
Yeah.
And if you can't sit through your own video, watch it multiple times
I
over,
couldn't.
then no one else is going to, obviously.
Yeah.
And you just learn that. Like, I think I got about 200 videos in to mainly just short form videos before I like actually got something that picked up. And that was the point where I realized I'm like, it's just like, it's the pacing, it's the editing, it's the way you format it. Like, no matter what you say, no one gives a fuck unless you're able to hold their attention.
Yeah. Right. A lot of the subtleties in YouTube is the most important stuff. Like, you'll notice some channels, they've got the correct idea behind their videos, and they'll put the correct sound effects and effects and all these other stuff, but the actual pacing, like you said, behind the video, the 1 to 2 second bits between speaking, even like, for example, it'll cut from one clip to another and there'll be like a black screen for like 0.1 milliseconds, shit like that. Like, people don't, it comes with experience, it comes with being on this platform for so long. You recognize the little things and then it just becomes second nature to you, and it's hard to sort of teach that to someone who's just starting out because they have to learn that for themselves. Yeah,
it just comes with experience. Like, obviously people might look at my videos, Bill's videos, your videos, and what they don't understand is like, well, I knew you, how long ago? 6 years ago or whatever it was, whenever we first met, which people don't know actually, but we've been making videos for like 10 years almost.
Yeah.
So whether it's not like the videos we're making now, it was gaming videos, or it was, Monetize or Fortnite videos or whatever it might be, like that, you need that experience. You can't teach, like, what you said, pacing or whatever. You really can't teach that to someone new.
Yeah.
But how important is it to get viral?
100%. Like, the majority of the videos I remember I started making was making when I first started out was like montage videos. So like Fortnite montages, Mitosis montages, shit like that. Yeah. And I found out early on those are the types of videos I enjoyed doing. So I'd almost mesh the montage style into a long form video format. True. So adding like the music behind videos and just like making the video paced as like a montage. So like,
you do that so well.
It's I don't know, there's something like enjoyable about it, having like a montage of clips adjusted to music in a long form video. There's something interesting about that too.
It's like an art form, really.
Yeah, 100%.
Like mastering editing, it's just like when you really understand like editing as a whole, there's so many different layers to it, like whether it's sound design or the transitions, everything. But that's what makes you go viral, really, is like 100%. The editing, to be honest.
And
paired with like being enthusiastic on camera.
Right, of course. That is a big thing, a huge thing. So one thing I realized, like going into it, so I'll use you as an example, Will. So like when you first started out, like obviously you're getting used to the whole being on camera thing, and you're obviously not going to be insanely charismatic. But like at the start, you were very like robotic and like sort of looking off to the side to read the script midway through the video.
Yeah,
you
like
like
that.
see it between the cuts.
Yeah, things like that. But like as you've gone along, you've learned how to properly speak to the camera, and it's a lot more easygoing, and you just feel like you belong there on camera.
Yeah, 100%.
So it takes a while, 100%.
Like it just comes with reps. Like I started about a year ago. I remember you were telling me, I said, oh yeah, I want to start a YouTube channel. You're like, oh well, it's going to pretty much be your life. I'm like, yeah, no, I know. But like most people will do that for like 10, 20 videos, see no results, and they'll just be like, fuck this, and they'll quit. But like I'm almost at 400 videos. I'm like 350 videos now. It's just you just put in the reps and you just learn along the way.
That's facts.
And that's like the more videos you make, the quicker you're going to learn. So just keep making the fucking videos. That's just the way to progress, and you just learn what works and you learn what doesn't work. It's simple as that.
I actually find that the short form videos are a good way to learn editing because
They are.
because you're doing a lot of videos each time.
It's so many chances for you to put it up, see if it does well.
That's right.
And to learn from like what happened. Like every time I get a viral video, I'm like, what can I take away from that and put into my next video? But then, bro, this beta alanine's fucking me hard.
Yeah, it's actually getting me into something. So if you struggle with being locked in a video and you're trying to like actually speak to the camera thoroughly, caffeine, bro. Or just,
literally, L-tyrosine.
or just anything that's going to dial you in, because people don't understand how important it is, like camera presence.
Yeah, man.
Like the art of being present on camera, having that thorough passion just pushing through the camera lens, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
Because it almost sounds like really cringe and corny or whatever, but you want to touch people's hearts.
No, you do, bro.
Yeah.
Like with your new video especially, I realized you really took it to that next level.
Yeah.
Like that's going to help your channel out a lot. By the way, new Raws video, what, 10 p.m?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. new Raws video.
Yeah,
it's a
so
banger. I've already watched the
35-minute
video.
video, boys.
35-minute video. But
35 fucking minutes.
with that video especially, I know for a fact that's going to really build your personal brand a lot.
Sure.
Which is like the main thing you want to be doing with your videos, because that's going to provide longevity, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's the thing that I need to improve. Like, sure, I've got the editing down pat, but because I've been putting my energy elsewhere,
Yep, exactly.
I haven't really been presenting my own personality to the camera,
Right.
which I need to do more. But that's why I want to go to the gym like today, or do public interviews and shit
100%.
like that.
Like that's definitely something I reckon I've been lacking in, because I was been focusing on this video for so long, just like delving in and just like you said, just putting your opportunities elsewhere, which is obviously a valid excuse for you, but for me, not so much. I should have obviously been doing more short forms in that spare time. But with that being said, though, like just retaining in people's minds, but also balancing an element of mystery as well.
Yeah,
because
facts.
you use an example of say David Lade, right? He doesn't upload much, and when he does upload, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
David uploaded. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like people are like really waiting to see it. So you want to upload just the correct amount, where it's like people are yearning for another video of yours to see where you are. What is he up
Your
to?
video's like a gem.
Exactly right. It's perceived value of your video, but also just like I said, retaining that mystery, not doing it too much, but not getting to the point where people get sick of you.
Yeah.
Because if you upload too many short long form videos, if you get what I'm saying, and you're putting yourself out there too much, and you're just saying more of the same stuff all the time, people can get sick of you quite easily.
Oh, yeah.
So it's always good to like just adjust what you're doing as well.
Facts.
So, yeah.
You just want to like stand out a lot as well.
Yeah.
And what you were saying with like how you only upload once every month or 2 months or whatever it might be.
Yeah, it's getting to that point.
So
now.
I'm actually going the same route really, because I'm uploading a short every day, which is pretty easy to do. But then you'll notice my long form videos, they're like spaced out between like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And I was gonna upload this video because we did the photo shoot yesterday for the new clothes, and I was gonna upload that just as a video. But then I realized I'm also doing like I'm going to the gym like today, and then I'm gonna do more photo shoot in the studio. So I might as well just combine all that rather than release
100%.
like a mediocre video tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll put it all in there and make it like an outstanding video.
Exactly right. It refers back to the point where you need to make no excuses for a video to go viral. Absolutely no excuses. And then you'll feel like, wow, I've just made something like amazing. Not like, oh, I've made something mediocre.
Oh, dude, you're actually proud of your work.
Exactly. Bro, when you get the pride of making something amazing and having, your supporters on your channel actually appreciate what you're doing.
It's what keeps you going.
Exactly. It's what keeps you going. That's why, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, like recently while making this video, because I spent so much time out of the spotlight, I don't my motivation, if you will, sort of subsided quite a bit, because you're doing so much, you're putting in so much effort, but you're not really getting results out because it's taking so long to put out the video.
Yeah.
So there's price to pay for every single thing you do, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
That's so true that like if you're proud of your work, it's usually a banger as well.
Yeah.
Like every single time, like every video that I've got that's over 100,000 views has been one that I like rewatch a bunch of times before I upload it. Like, damn, this is like this is a good video, and I like show you because there's a lot of times I'll just edit and post a video, and then you might not even know I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if I like show you the video, I'm like, this is gonna be a banger, and it usually is.
Yeah.
Usually is, and you just sort of learn what that entails, like when you.
Yeah, a lot of people think going viral on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok is like a chance thing. You just got to bet on the algorithm. No, I think every video I've showed you, like that bench press video, for instance, like that I uploaded a week ago, I said this one's going to go viral, right?
Both like,
Out of like 50 of the videos I posted, I was like, this one's going to go viral, especially the next day it's like at 500,000 views. It's like I just knew that because I can watch the video and see it through an unbiased lens and say, yep, this will go viral because people will watch this.
100%. I reckon there's only a chance of virality and subjectivity within virality once you reach a certain point of
Quality. Yeah.
And I think it, like, I don't want to do the whole looks maxing shit, but it's the same thing when it comes to looks.
Yeah,
once you
facts.
reach a certain point of attractiveness, that's when subjectivity actually comes into play.
Yeah,
Before
true.
that, there are certain objective measures that you need to obtain before things can actually come to light. So in terms of YouTube subjectivity and everything, like you'll go to, I don't know, what is it, Connor Sinan?
Yeah, Connor Sinan.
Pretty basic editing, but the content is like entertaining, and
Yeah.
we all know like it's stage and whatever, like
Yeah.
piece of shit. That's decent content. Whereas if it was anything worse and you had subtitles that didn't have the correct font and things like that, that's when the objectivity of it is obviously not going to let the video go viral.
It's like you got to have it all right? You could have like a mediocre personality, but the editing and like the actual content like just carries it, right?
Yeah.
Or you could have an outstanding personality, but the video is just so bland, the idea is not there, and it's like you'll have to have a threshold in every part of the video. So the editing has to be at a good point. Your personality has to be good at a point.
Yeah.
The idea has to be good. It all has to just mesh into one, really.
Yeah, 100%.
And have you noticed, like, if someone doesn't have really good editing, or even just something looks off about the camera or the microphone, like there's an echo in it, when you're watching that, your brain almost just switches off, and they could say literally anything. They could be literally spitting out the cure to cancer. But like, we live in a world where there's so much content out there now that your brain will switch off if you see that, and you'll just scroll straight past it.
Yeah.
And that's how harsh it is these days. Well, you need to have everything on point.
I think due just to the internet in general, things have reached such a point of brutality.
Yeah.
Like even with using online dating as another thing to refer to as in like social media, right? So like, for example, online dating gives you a whole world of attractive guys or girls or whatever, and the competition increases. Same thing with the level of editing people do on YouTube. So if there's like an insane amount of Mr. Beast type editing, and people realize they have to attain to this level, well, obviously everyone's trying to get to that benchmark. So the benchmark to do with kind of everything since the internet has been founded has increased.
Yeah.
Because you're not competing with your little town anymore. It's everywhere.
No, bro. I remember when it was just like the Ryan Heger days and stuff like that, and all like Smosh or whatever. It was easy. It was 100%. Easy back then. Like I'd upload that Addicted to Jaffles video, and that went viral. It was like a shit video, And then after like Addicted to Apples, and I got like 500,000. But they were shit videos. If I uploaded that now, I would probably get 100 views max. Which wouldn't work.
I'd just be like editing videos now, putting like different little edits in between, like 2 seconds, like I'm making an edit. I'm like, bro, fuck this shit. What has Mr. Beast done to this shit, bro? I wish it was back in the day. You could just, have just you sitting there talking to the camera. It just doesn't work anymore.
We're literally 12, just fucking around with the boys, filming skits, and it would just get 500,000 views or
that
10K.
just wouldn't happen anymore. The competition's just getting crazy. Like there's just so many people doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's actually so true. I remember uploading a SpongeBob Gangnam Style video when I was literally like 7 years old. And it was like, was I 7 or 11? It doesn't fucking matter, bro. Anyways, too young to even know what the fuck I was doing. And I recorded on like my iPod Nano or some shit, like SpongeBob, like footage. And I put the TV on mute and I played Gangnam Style in the background back in like 2012. So yeah, how old was I? Like I would have been 20. Yeah, so I would have been 8 years old. And that video got like 30,000 views. I'm like, what? Bro, that's just the level of shit you have to do. It's just nothing, man.
Yeah.
Back then.
But you can't let that get to you. Like, you can't put your emotion in front of it, because at the end of the day, like in any scenario, you just have to be the best.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at the competition, I'm going, fuck, well, that sucks, but how am I going to get there?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not going to... I guess that's the point of, like, if you just want it that bad, you're not going to let something like that, there's probably nothing in the world that could like make me say, yeah, no, I'm done with this whole, business, like kind of great. Like there's nothing. I'd rather like, I can't even comprehend it, bro. Like I don't even know what the fuck I'd do. Like let's say there was something in your life that made it like 100% certain that you had to quit any of your ambitious things and you just had to work at like glide roll for the rest of your life or something.
You still work at a factory for the
work at a factory for the rest of your life. Like what would it?
Anything's better than that.
Anything's better than that, bro.
Yeah.
What would it take? What would it take? Do you think?
To what? To work in a factory like
For the rest of your life, yeah.
Like money wise or what?
I don't know. Like, how much money would I have to pay you?
A wage.
A very, very nice wage, like $1 million a year or something.
If I said you could never ever step in front of a camera again, or never like make a clothing.
So I just
piece
have to
again
work at the factory full time my whole life.
for the rest of your life until you turn like 70 and you can able to retire.
That's a good question, actually.
It's a pretty shit question,
Well,
but
I don't know, like 20 mil or some shit like that.
Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't even be worth it at that point because you want money to attain freedom.
Yeah.
But then
Can't even get
you
freedom.
can't even get freedom.
Yeah,
yeah,
No
that
matter
is
how
true.
much
So
money you
the
have,
money's
so-
kind of pointless.
Yeah, like
When you
could
drive
be-
it,
Bro, imagine having like millions in the bank and you're still working at.
yeah.
fucking Light Roll.
You get to drive a jet ski on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think. Well, we're pretty certain we're gonna get to that point anyway, so it's
Yeah.
not like it's just
Exactly.
delayed money, I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think is the best way for someone? Let's say he's got 10K followers on Instagram now. He's been uploading consistently, doing like I don't know gym edits or whatever. What's the best way he can monetize his online business? Because let's face it, he wants money. Like the followers, it's not currency, and he wants freedom. How's he gonna get that money?
Probably find a product that stands out from everyone else and is relevant to you as a person or your personality. So like Dylan Latham, sea salt spray with his faggy
That's so
haircut,
perfect.
like that makes sense. Brett Maverick with his jawline chewing gum because he has a good jawline, like makes sense. I would probably step away from the programming stuff for a little bit because it's so overdone. Sure, you'll earn money from it. I'm not saying you won't earn money from it, like you will. Just it's not gonna help you escape the matrix because it's just gonna they'd rather buy a program from someone who has 1 million followers, not 10,000.
It depends, like whether you're doing coaching is a good option as well, but it all just depends, like what your audience is.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the simple equation of like who is your audience, what problems do they have, and how can you solve it.
Yeah,
That's probably the simplest equation that you can do in order to figure out how you can make money off your audience. But just serve value to that audience, really. Like if you've got, you always use this example. If you've got a BMX channel, sell BMX handle grips because that's what they need. That's
or
what they want.
how to ride a BMX course, or BMX coaching.
That I honestly believe that's the quickest way to wealth these days. You create a personal brand, sell a product around it.
Yeah,
It's probably the most.
I mean, the biggest companies are now doing it. Like you look at Prime. People think Logan Paul and KSI made Prime. No, they're the poster boys. There's a big company and they just said, let's put Logan Paul and KSI at the front of this brand and watch everyone buy it.
Yeah,
That's all it was.
Exactly.
Because people are attached to personalities now, not. Why do you think that is? Why do you think everyone now is latching onto like these celebrities and stuff? And
it's because there's so much more of a tight knit connection with these influencers rather than like maybe it used to be actors in like Calvin Klein commercials. Like that was probably like the older version of it.
yeah,
But like you see them in movies, they're playing a different role. They're doing it off a script. A movie only comes out with them acting in it like every 3-4 years.
And even though it's not them because they're acting.
Yeah.
Exactly. But now we have influencers that you watch like almost every day, and they're even like interacting with their audience, so it's much more of a tight knit connection. So you form a better relationship with them, and that makes you way more likely to buy a product based off what they're doing. That's what I think.
I mean, that was pretty much the growth of Young LA. They kind of just found that and was like, wow, let's literally sponsor every little micro influencer or influencer and just make them merge into one. And then that's, like that year, I think they became a multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar maybe. I think they're a billion-dollar brand now.
I don't know, but they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just like a Gymshark dick rider, but I don't really like Young LA to be.
I hate the clothes.
I don't actually like it. Yeah.
Clothes, I reckon.
Like it's just not appealing to me. To be honest with you.
But they've done the influencer marketing thing so perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you love Alex Eubank, right? And I don't know.
Yeah.
No, he's not sponsored by them. Let's say you love...
He's raw gear, like...
I don't fucking know. Who's sponsored by...
Lex
No,
Luthor.
let's say you love Lex Luthor, right? You watch all these videos, you're obsessed with him. People get to a point where they're like, I feel like I've had so much value from Lex Luthor. What can I buy from you? Like, how can I pay you back? Use code Lex Luthor at Young LA checkout.
Yeah.
Because people, if you serve enough value, people will be like, where can I buy from you? Like, I almost need to pay you back.
Can I give you my money?
Yeah, no, I mean, literally.
And it's funny because they've done such a good job of just like sponsoring every athlete in that little circle. They're almost just known as the Young LA squad now. Yeah. And then you've got like, I've said this last episode.
It's a community.
Yeah, you've got like the Gymshark community or like the Raw Gear community. Like, that's how well they've just surrounded them, that audience.
Yeah. I think that's what I want to try and do as well. Like, obviously, I've got a few influencers on the list for youth market, but eventually, I want like a community of people that are pretty much on the same stuff, have the same kind of personalities, interested in the same kind of stuff, self-improvement, sports, athleisure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already starting like just with us three.
Yeah.
Like, this is a little sort of YouTube circle right here. And it's going to be called the youth market crew.
And I mean, if you're someone good at networking, then that kind of comes naturally because you'll be in the in the places where those people hang out, and then they'll know someone then you'll meet them, and they know someone, and then just so forth and so on. And then all of a sudden, you've got a community of like people, and then people that watch your videos are like you as well, and then they'll buy your stuff because they want to be part of that community. They don't want to be left out.
100%. So what do you think, like, someone that's growing, do you think they should sell a product straight away?
No, I don't think they should sell a product straight away. No, never.
Exactly.
I think that puts people off. Like, let's say you've got 100 followers. Like,
I think a massive mistake people make is that they get into it just to make the money straight away.
Yeah.
Like, they think that like the second they start their channel, it's just instant money.
Yeah, there needs to be passion in it.
There needs to be at least some passion in there. Yeah, because people make the product first and then start making content. I think it's backwards.
Yeah, I think I'm a good example of that.
Yeah.
Whereas like you guys made the product first, didn't you? And then kind of.
Yeah,
pretty much.
We were working on the clothing brand for ages.
Yeah, that's a little bit different from like shilling out a product, but I didn't make a product per se until I had probably like 5k subs or something? Yeah, something like that. And like even at 5k subs, I've made over like almost $3,000 off of like the Bible of Aesthetics. I don't give a shit how much people know I've made.
Yeah.
Like it's a decent amount.
Yeah.
So, and like that's only with, what am I now, 18k subs. Yeah. So imagine I get to like 100,000.
Yeah.
And then I'm shilling it out more and I'm uploading more. You could definitely.
But you built that trust before because there's so many people trying to sell stuff and like just put things in people's faces that they're like, people are sick of it now. So if you're just providing content like for free, I think who said it was Alex Emozi. He said it was like jab, punch or something.
Yeah,
or it was give, and then sell. Yeah. Because if you just try to sell all the time, people are like, "Fuck off!" Like, if I want to buy it, I'll buy it. Don't
you almost get put into that
category.
Yeah, that category of just
clearly they want money.
Yeah, yeah. You want to come off as like you're trying to help them, not like please give me money or give me.
Which you actually have to. You can't just be all about the money.
Exactly.
Like I have an actual passion about making good content, making good clothes. Like I really don't care about the
well,
the
that's
money.
the thing. We had a passion in making clothes before we made the content. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
how you know the clothes are good. Like it's not just some merch. How many people call it merch, bro?
Oh, bro, it's not merch.
They're like, yeah, merch. Fuck. Nah, they're real clothes.
Yeah.
And it's real value. Like when people buy the stuff, every time we've had good reviews, like we fucking love this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, there needs to be more passion in the industry, 100%. Because people just make a course and expect to fucking become millionaires, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone's just sick of. I think the rise of Andrew Tate, the rise of all those red pill YouTubers or whatever. No one wants to work anymore.
Definitely cringified the industry a bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen because now kids are hyper aware of working for someone else and. No one wants to work anymore. Like you even see it in the trade. All the bosses complain about like, no kids want to work anymore. We can never get apprentices or nothing. But someone has to fall in.
I feel like we're leaning into a lot of those jobs being replaced anyway.
Yeah.
I'm actually I have no clue where we're headed, but I think it's going to be just the internet's just going to keep growing.
Yeah.
Until that eventually is going to be the world, and then like real jobs like bricklayers and plumbers is just going to be like a thing that like. It's out of sight. It's like robots just do that. We don't worry about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Sort of like how like stuff is made. Like, it's just a factory in China. Like we don't even really think about it. It's just almost like it's just in the background.
Yeah, true.
I feel like that's almost going to become every job, and we're just going to be internet beings. This is what we're actually like.
That's scary, man.
It's going to be a weird world, bro.
Damn. Another thing I do want to touch on as well, if you're trying to be an influencer per se, I hate that word. But if you are trying to be someone who...
Why do you hate that word?
Probably because it is cringe. But also...
Why is it cringe?
The reason I feel like it's cringe is because you're almost self-acknowledging the fact that you influence others to do what you want them to do, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
And most people don't like the fact that like they're being influenced by someone. They don't want to acknowledge the fact that they're being influenced when they are. So usually it's like a boomer thing to be cringed about, but it is the reality of it. Influencer is kind of what you are. I like to use the term content creator because you're creating something, but not necessarily influencing people into it. You just make stuff and, oh, well, I guess someone got influenced by me, you know, so, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the word entrepreneur. They mean money.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's going to be more influencers, like little micro influencers. Like, everyone's sort of an influencer in their own way, right? Like, almost everyone has an Instagram. They all post photos and try to be perceived in a certain way. And I think us being influencers are just more confident people.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're not trying to like hide behind some Instagram photos and that's it. Like a lot of people try to put out their lifestyle as if it's like something that it's not. It's like we have nothing to hide.
Yeah, right.
It's like we film fucking lengthy videos of our exact lifestyles and stuff. But everyone's sort of trying to be an influencer in some kind of way. They just don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Whether we're here on the podcast, like, yeah, whatever, we're influencers.
Branding's very important.
Yeah.
Even the average person nowadays having like a brand, an Instagram, like you said, you don't necessarily need a YouTube channel. That's more for, you know, the extreme side. Like just a good Instagram account, like just having a few thousand followers or whatever, good follower to following ratio, posting photos of you and your element, things like that. You know, just out and about. Just actually showing you have a life and having an online presence is very beneficial nowadays.
Oh, 100%.
And like, you know, people don't want to acknowledge that, I'm sure, but unfortunately is the reality of it that you have to do that. So,
it's like the modern day business cards, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It's literally like, what do you think?
But I don't know who said it, but they said everyone should have a personal brand. And I sort of agree. Well, and everyone in a way sort of does.
Most people do, unless they're like kind of off grid.
But it's like, where we're headed to be even more indulged in the internet, like you said, like as much people don't want to acknowledge it, like it's just going to become more and more important to have a good online presence. Yeah, and I think just growing that and like because if you have a big personal brand, you're always going to be financially set. Yep, because you always have people like an audience. Yeah, you always have an audience there ready to see what you're doing, see what you might be selling, see what you might be offering to them. I think that's going to be one of the biggest things. Like the people with the personal brands are going to strive.
I mean, I've seen people that just really popular people that have sort of personal brands. Like they might have 30K, 40K on Instagram. Yeah. They're not like selling anything and they don't really have any intention to sell anything. They're just like popular people. Maybe they like are friends with someone in the AFL or whatever it might be, or they're friends with someone. And they release a product and then they're surprised when they make 10K that week. Yeah, yeah. It's like, God damn, like you don't realize how powerful a personal brand is until you sell something. Exactly. It's like you could spend all year trying to make that fucking
Now think about it, it's kind of like almost a Black Mirror episode in a way. It's kind of like everyone has got their 5-star rating and they're trying to get it to like
it's true.
the highest possible so they can, you know, be perceived as popular by everyone else. But I guess in this real life Black Mirror episode, you can get rich as fuck. So there you go. Yeah. But yeah, it is. It's a bit weird. We're definitely evolving, or I don't know, shall I say, devolving into subhuman times. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't want to think about it. I just want to make a couple P's and make some good videos and just fucking.
I think back and look. I don't know. I have absolutely no platform in terms of saying I should be nostalgic about the fucking 80s or whatever. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I feel like back then probably would have been a much more. I mean, I guess people have different problems based on each era they're in. Yeah. That's what it is. But it'd be a lot more peaceful.
Adults agree.
Yeah.
Like adults agree.
Like there's a lot more. I think there's new problems to rectify in today's day and age due to the internet.
Yeah. I just think the problems now are just so complicated and so nuanced. And it's just so hard just to have a normal.
It's all very fast, very fast paced.
Like since when has it become so hard for like relationships to be okay? Yeah, I mean, like it's a rarity.
That's
now.
really.
It's like almost every relationship's fucked.
That's
up.
the craziest part I think about this generation is how fucked up everyone's relationships
or
are.
Even just how hard it is to hold down like a nice house, or a home, like hold down a family. Like it's crazy.
It's like that photo you sent me earlier, Rory.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like what a 50k salary gets you.
Yeah, 50K
1970 it's down to like now. It's just like
Yeah.
you're left with a dog and like a fucking some government funded house.
Yeah,
or something.
it's like you need like two working fucking
yeah.
people in the house.
What's the quote? Like the hard times create strong men. I reckon we're probably in the hard times right now.
I'd say
Yes.
Yeah.
because we had the weak men. Most of our fathers,
Most fathers.
most fathers now are weak.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, how many girls do you see just running around where you're like fatherless? Where is your father?
Yeah.
Like, I honestly think just the generation just above ours was the fuck up.
Mothers as well.
They were the big, my mothers as well.
Yeah.
They're big fuck ups because they lived real nice in the 80s. Like you said, it was super comfortable.
good point.
It was all fun. They talk about how good their childhood was. I'm like, well, that didn't really breed a hard generation.
Yeah.
So I think now we're facing the repercussions of that.
Fuck, now we got to hustle to make sure
We
like
gotta
our kids are
hustle.
going to have an easy life.
Because you like,
Damn,
This-
we got done dirty.
Yeah, we got done dirty, bro.
This whole self improvement thing, become the best man, become the best father thing, has only come around recently because we've been in the hard times.
You have to,
You sort of have to, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want.
bro.
Yeah.
Average nowadays is the new subhuman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If
facts.
you're like a 5 out of 10 in any realm of human endeavor, it's over, mate.
Yeah.
Like literally, you have to stand out in every bracket. That's just how it is.
I think that's what subconsciously I've been creating a strong personal brand and hustling so hard for is because I've got that sort of anxiety. Like, I don't want to be left behind, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because there's going to be more polarity as we,
Yeah,
as
for
we,
sure, bro.
as we
I
go.
reckon that's the main thing. Like literally, what you just said. Like the main thing that's subconsciously driving me is like the FOMO of not
Yeah.
reaching my full potential and just being left behind.
It's almost like there's a ticking time bomb in a way in your own head.
there is. There
Yeah.
is. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Because like everyone's gonna. Oh, actually, First Man did speak about this. He said it's like age 30 is like the great divide, where like there will be.
If you
people,
can't make it past then or
it's
something.
like you need to get to a certain point past then because you will either just hold on and keep ascending, or you're just gonna get fucking bogged down by a bunch of shit at that age, and you're just gonna be like living in the fucking living in the government houses.
It depends. It's
Multi
all
jobs.
life set up, right? So it's it depends how you set yourself up young. Like, are you going to lock down a missus, get married young, get a pet, get kids?
Yeah, bro, but that's
you
the
know,
thing.
it's
Even
important.
if you want that, you can't have that. Like
Yeah.
without setting
Oh,
yourself
literally.
up 1st. So you're kind of just, I don't know, forced into submission in terms of self improvement. Just like, there you go, mate. You got to self improve. So yeah, that's what it is.
That's why everyone should have a personal brand because it sets you up. Like, it's easy to do. It's free to do. You just grab a camera,
Bro.
record your videos, be Mr. Influencer, do little challenges, your gay little challenges, get called
Yeah.
Cringe Internet, start a little podcast, and
Yeah.
do whatever.
Bro, it's fucking
Build
worth
the
it.
audience, because then you can sell something later and make
It's literally
good
worth
money.
it, bro. It's there's usually one piece of advice I give to people that come to me. He's like, I want to start making some money and stuff.
No.
Looking fabulous once again. Yeah, yeah, that's the number one piece of advice I give to people. Like, chill, bro. Yeah, when they want to make money, I say just start a personal brand about whatever you're doing. Like, if you're really good at a certain thing, you've got something to teach.
So I can't. Whenever Roy gets a fucking smirk or something,
Yeah,
makes
Yeah,
me
this cunt's
pissed off.
cheeky, bro. This is why I like him coming next to me, because if he's on that couch, he gives me that look. I'm like, I'm cracking up.
A devious look, mate. Nah. Yeah. Now I think about it. Yeah, like even if you're someone who wants to, ride off into the sunset with a wife and kids or whatever, I know for
Yeah.
a fact I want to have
can't do
kids.
that, bro.
You can't do that. So there is a ticking time bomb. Like you have to improve. I mean, naturally, I think in the quote unquote 80s and whatever other era, people were less conscious of improving.
Yeah.
But it was kind of just like a rite of passage. Like you just
Yeah.
improve your life. Nowadays, it's like kind of hit the nail on the head. It's like, oh shit, like we're fucked unless we do
Yeah.
this. So.
It's like when you just see your parents about like the ones that have the healthy marriages and shit. How it's just like it just seems so wholesome, and it's like because men were on an equal playing field. They're all just like, she settled down with him. He was working a job, providing for the house. She was looking after the kids or whatever. But now it's like if you try to do that, you try to just be left alone, have a nice wife, and settle down.
Yeah.
She's gonna go cheat on you or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that
some
shit just
fucking-
happens to you
Yeah,
nowadays.
you're not.
Like,
You're not fucking.
you're never safe now.
You're not making 100K. You're not,
Yeah,
you're not 6'2".
nah, but this guy's better than you. Like,
Yeah.
you've shown too much red flags. You give me the ick. Like, there's all this sort of shit now. It forces you to just have to improve.
I've got a good this is so off topic, very very off topic, but I was talking to Maya about this the other day. I want to know what your opinion is on this is, right? So maybe I think it was maybe 50 years ago or whatever. It was arranged marriages, right? The fact that women can pick their own partner now is only kind of new. It's a new thing, right? Where everyone just picks their own little partners and sleeps around and whatever. Before it was the father of that girl would source out and find a man that was suitable for her, right? A high value man that was on
Or at
his
least
staff,
approve of the man.
and approve, right?
Yeah.
So now there's a big thing about girls with high body counts and whatever. But so does that mean that they should have one guy at the start and he's just supposed to be good? But then 80% of all guys are not.
Yeah, they're gonna be a bum. most
So,
likely.
that's what I'm saying though. Is like, but how can they not?
Yeah, because they're just trying to source out.
They're trying to find a good bloke when there really isn't many out there.
I think no matter what, it's always the women choosing.
Yeah.
Like, well, you go from having your father choose the best guy, or that's still choosing the best guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's kind of just like, why not? Like, you have to be the best guy no matter what.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, whether it's back then or now, or like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's just kind of like a no-brainer. Yeah.
What do you think about like arranged marriages or whatever?
I know there's still
I don't know.
up front in other societies. Like,
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
in a lot of societies, it's still a thing. I think it's all you gotta do is look at the marriage rates, like the divorce rates.
Yeah.
Arranged marriages are way more successful. So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will you be?
There's probably more to do with the culture than the actual,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, context of it.
I think it's better. I think it's better for society, like arranged marriages, but
Yeah.
but maybe not now anyway, because like you said, there's so many failures as men.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be so hard for you to.
I reckon there's arranged marriages nowadays. There'd be so many divorces.
There'd be so many divorces.
Yeah, these days,
in
yeah.
this country, like well, not this country, in the West.
But there was also a pressure back then to be approved by the
Then
the
again,
dad.
yeah, true.
Like now you're only you meet the dad, you shake his hand, but that's about the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if you were a bum and arranged marriage was the norm,
You're not getting
then,
married.
Like, you're never getting picked. Like you're lonely forever. So it would almost force every man to improve to a level
Yeah.
where they're accepted by the fathers of these girls.
Well, AI girlfriends is going to come in
Fuck
clutch.
that,
Is going to
bro.
come in clutch for these guys
Bro.
anyway.
True.
They're going to be like, whew, fucking miss that one.
yeah. Thank God.
Now I
this
can just
AI
have this AI girlfriend. Sweet, I can be a bum. I actually think that's the new meta.
I don't care what
Just,
anyone.
what are we
says,
working
or
hard
like,
for, bro?
Or like how thick these AI girlfriends are. I'm never getting one, bro. I don't give
Yeah?
a fuck. Who knows? Maybe we might change.
But
our
why?
minds, like-
But why wouldn't you?
True. Like, what if it was just like?
But why wouldn't you?
Oh, this is a business episode. Now we're talking about AI girlfriends.
Well, it's gonna be a thing that's in production.
Maybe
it is happening.
Maybe you should get on the AI girlfriend train. Start a business around that.
Yeah.
True.
I was actually looking at these ads.
Sell AI
on my... No,
girlfriends.
bro. I was actually looking at these ads on my phone. It was like there's like it was like an AI girlfriend, but like on your phone, like sort of like a chatbot sort of thing.
What?
You seen that?
Nah, I haven't
you haven't
seen
seen
that.
ads?
Haven't
I'm
seen
just
that.
thinking like these guys are pulling in bank from like fucking 12-year-olds, 100%.
Yep.
Because I bet there's like
know,
microtransactions and
Yeah,
shit.
I know there's people who literally scam pedophiles and pretend to be
Oh,
13-year-olds.
yeah, I've seen that shit.
Get the
Yeah,
payout or
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it is,
that's
and
good
the
though.
pedophiles will send them the money.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. What,
That's
what
good
the
work
question
though.
behind that is though is how the fuck do they get them to send them money? It's a bit like
I don't know.
like
true.
you know,
Oh,
like
you
it's
know
a
what I
bit yeah.
Oh no, maybe it's just like send me $100 and we'll meet up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is.
Oh, there's a question. Roz, do you think the new video will break 100k views?
I reckon it will.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it will.
I think
Yeah.
it will, yeah.
So like we'll put the statistics out there. So I've got a video that's on 61,000. That's the supplements video. That was what 7 minutes long.
Mm.
And well, yeah, this one's going to be what 35 minutes long
Yeah.
of like relatively the same level of editing. I'd say like the 7-minute video is more polished, but the 35-minute video is just almost as good editing, but it's much longer and it's
And it's
better
a lot more
content
valuable.
and better personality context within it as well. So yeah, 100%, 100k plus.
It's funny as fuck. I had a few giggles while watching
And
it.
also like YouTube's pushing that longer form content
Yeah.
nowadays anyway. Like this podcast, I was so surprised. The first episode we posted, it instantly got like 3-4, it's like 500 views now.
That's
Like it's nothing
so-
obviously, but like for a first video, that never usually happens.
Yeah.
So I think YouTube will do you nicely with that one. The algorithm
Yeah, for
will
sure.
bless you. I
Let's
think.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, high expectations. Fuck.
Yeah.
So I think
10 out
mine.
of 10, imagine.
My new video is going to be pretty long as well. Like I'm going to have this entire photo shoot in it,
Yeah.
then another photo shoot, then this gym session. Pretty lengthy video.
Fuck. Boys, making me want to do a long form video. I've
Yeah.
been spamming short forms lately.
Dude, short forms are just like, I don't know.
What do you think
It's
headed-
work. It's just work.
It is, but like
Long form's like a passion for me. I feel
it
like.
is. That's why I only want to make long form videos when I really have a passion towards making it.
Yeah.
Right now, I can't think of anything that I'm really that passionate about
I
making.
The best long form videos that I enjoy making is like vlog stuff. Because
Yeah.
it's pretty like I said, to do with the whole montage stuff.
Yeah.
So easy, man. You just record, put music behind it, put your favorite song behind it, and then mash it all together, and then you're good.
Yeah.
And then you can like cinematize it, if that's a word. I don't think that's a word, but you know what I mean. Like make it cinematic, and then just it feels like a little mini movie. That's like the favorite stuff I make.
That's true. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't really make that stuff as much because yes, it's popular to do with your personal branding. People get to know more of your personality, but it's not what brings in views, unfortunately. So
yeah, I know.
I am highly considering uploading vlogs onto the Giga Raws channel, just to do with anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah.
Tennis final.
Will you boys be watching the tennis final tonight? I will not be consuming tennis.
I didn't even know the tennis was on, to be honest with you. So
in
the
city,
city
I was
wearing
seeing all the
skirts.
girls with the skirts and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, what the fuck's this?
It's crazy. It was like
Tennis.
fucking, there were like 50 of them. They just,
Serena Williams was everywhere, bro.
yeah, little mini
crazy.
Serena Williamses.
Mm.
Alright, is there anything else we really need to speak on?
I was just thinking,
I think the main takeaway people should get from this is just make really good content and stick to it. Don't be a pussy. Like, don't upload one video, oh my god, it failed. Who fucking cares? Like, just get on with the next one.
like I said, I posted
Make good
200
content.
I posted 200 videos before I even broke like 10k views.
Yeah.
yeah.
On any of my shorts. Like, it's just learning. Like, you're not gonna make good content at the start, obviously. Just face it. Like,
A lot of people need to have the mindset of like, just never, it's cliche, but like never quit.
well,
Like, I don't have in my own head, I don't have an option.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like you're telling me you're gonna upload for 5 years straight and never make it. Like, that's just not that. Doesn't happen.
It never happens.
It doesn't happen.
It's just impossible, right?
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, people who consistently put in the work for 5 years
Oh, and
will-
improve.
and improve every time will
Yeah.
make it. It's
And
so
it's-
simple.
bro, it's not even that hard to improve as well. All you have to do is just get experience and just
Yeah.
look at what worked, like you said before.
Exactly.
And then it just comes with time. So like inevitably, the more time you put in, the more you're gonna get out. It's gonna happen
Yeah.
no matter what. No matter like where you start from. It's just good. That's probably the number one thing is just be. I wouldn't even say be disciplined. Just keep that goal there your entire life. You don't want to like make YouTube a discipline more or less, unless you're doing like short forms.
Even if you have to like switch directions a little bit, like you're interested in different things, just may as well just slightly shift, like, but just
100%,
keep
that's what I
consistent, just stay consistent. Like, you'll still always be growing.
Discuss yesterday's photo shoot. So it was pretty hectic. We went to Melbourne. Rory was there. We got a few of Rory, but he had to leave early. We got Maya there. We had Daka there. We were supposed to get Jesse, but then he broke his toe. I don't know if I can pull that photo up.
No,
It was
don't put the
crazy.
photo. That shit.
That's
that'll-
no, I'll get
Yeah, so
banned.
you demonetize.
Literally-
pretty much
Yeah.
snap these toe in
So it's
half.
how to demonetize your passion in 2024.
Yeah. But yeah, literally the day before the photo shoot, he snaps his toe in half doing jiu-jitsu. I actually made a video a couple days before that saying jiu-jitsu was gay. So, but yeah, so fuck, I reckon it was an awesome day. Like everything kind of just worked seamlessly.
God was in our favor.
God was in our favor. Like we literally had doors opening for us to like these random luxury like hotel things. The door literally just opened for us to shoot in there. I don't know what they were doing in there. It was like some kind of like
Well,
people were just carrying plates around and shit. It was kind of like
that
a
the,
massive NPC
was
experience.
that the little like restaurant we went into?
No.
No.
I think it was the first location we went to.
Right.
It's this big open area, and there were just people walking around with plates and stuff, or I don't know, working for something.
Right. Okay.
It was so random.
Yeah.
You were there. It was, and then you go up, and there was a big hallway thing.
Yeah, it was so.
I felt like I was in like a movie or
It's like
something.
we weren't there though. People just going along their own business. I'm like, should I even be here? Like, are we?
Yeah.
But they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, it was a good day. Like, God was in. I felt like those security guards, they was getting their Audi and like started up and shit. Yeah, it was fucking. God was in our favor that day.
Mm. What are you guys' opinion on creatine? Should I hop on it? Yeah, creatine.
I don't even take it anymore. You know.
You don't even really.
Yeah, but I just
Yeah,
keep
creatine.
forgetting. Bro, it's bad.
It's good though. I feel the pump way
Did you
better.
feel it?
Yeah, bro. I think I've been taking creatine every single day for the past 2 to 3 years, and I just remembered pretty much. It's just a part of my routine.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Every day. Yeah.
Oh, I just need to buy more. I forgot. Because you fucking had all my creatine.
Did I?
Yeah, you took it all.
Oh.
You owe me creatine, bro.
That's why I'm bigger.
Yeah. What is it like? It actually has a pretty big strength increase though, doesn't it?
I can't even tell you because, bro, I did a loading phase when I literally first started working out. So like.
But then again, I made that video where I had like fuck tons of creatine every day,
Yeah.
and it didn't really do like.
Didn't really do much. Yeah.
But that was only short term. But
Yeah. I feel like loading phases are pretty cope. Like it's not really
Yeah.
do much.
I still feel like you're probably better off on creatine than without,
Oh,
regardless of how much of a difference
Sure.
it really makes. You're
Yeah.
still probably better
Pretty
taking.
sure it's good for like brain clarity as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I've heard about
Yeah.
that too. It's good for brain fog and stuff like that.
Also, speaking about that photo shoot as well, I want to talk about why learning how to be confident, why being confident just
confident.
Yeah, we were
is
talking about this.
is so
last night,
good.
yeah.
because, for instance, it just provides you so much more opportunities. People are more opening to you, right? Like that guy, like just let us in his Audi just because we were confident enough to go up and take photos there and talk to him and shit. Same as anything, like because I'm talking to the reception at the hotels, they'll like let you in. It's like a matter of just like controlling the world around you and like
for sure. If you just
shit would just
you
work
walk
for
around
you.
like you know what you're doing, and you actually do know what you're doing, people just fucking, like they'll sit
and they'll get
watch
around it
online.
too.
Yeah, 100%.
Support it.
I think, to be fair, I've got experience to do with doing photo shoots and whatnot, but I've gotten rid of that that I guess cringe factor of people thinking, oh, what are they thinking of me when I'm doing this?
Yeah,
like I've took my shirt off in the city and done like shit like that. I don't give a fuck.
Doesn't matter,
but
bro, like,
who cares, man? Like genuinely, who cares? I feel like confidence comes from confidence. I think we've touched on this
pretty much just doing it over and over and
I'm
over.
telling you, like a life hack. Get a big ass stabilizer from your camera, and everyone will think you're legit. They'll just move out your way, bro. You just walk around like if you're in the zone. People like move out of your way and shit, just because it looks so legit. But yeah, if you look legit and you look zoned in, like you get in your zone, like people literally just like, it's like you're just going through a time warp continuum, and everyone doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah,
100%.
just NPCs.
Yeah, NPCs, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up there. There's not much to say other than like build your personal brand. It's going to be beneficial for you, and
even if you don't sell the product or you don't know what to sell, just build the personal brand in the
do it.
meantime, because it's always going to be beneficial.
Maybe it's almost better that you don't have a product at the start, so that you're not focused on the money.
Yeah, they're not focused on, because bro, there are so many clones out there that are like, just start an SMMA or some shit and start making. I'm like, it's not gonna work, brother. Like, it's not gonna fucking work.
I mean, it can, but
like, the amount of times, how many times have you heard 10K a month in the last year?
oh man,
How to make 10K a month? How to make SMMA, drop ship, this and that. Like, it's rinsed. Just provide value. But yeah, that's all I'd say. Just provide value to an audience, grow that, sell product to that audience.
for sure. Also, if you live in Australia, there's not many people doing it here.
Yeah,
Like
bro,
we might be the
Australia's
only
fucking-
self-improvement YouTubers sitting in the same room right now.
Yeah, real shit. Or at least
in Australia, true.
Or at least have actually something going for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Australia's probably the least likely country to have self-improvement.
Yeah,
YouTubers.
with the culture.
it's the
Yeah,
worst,
like,
man.
that's a major thing, like culture disconnect within Australia. Like just us doing what we're doing, it's very isolating. And it's very difficult to relate to people as well. You
Build
really
you
gotta-
thick skin though.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
Sure. It's just be prepared for a long and lonely road, but fulfilling one.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Pays off. Leave it at that, boys. These hoodies will be released in approximately 2 weeks' time. We're going to have a market in Melbourne. So be there or be square. It's going to be like 20% off, free water. It'll be basketball game. It's going to be absolutely crazy. There'll be a long form video posted on my channel in about a week's time. It's all happening.
I'll get one up on my channel as well. And also, join the SMS list, because there's already very high demand for them. So it's pretty likely they might even sell out before.
Stop asking me for early releases. Get
Bro,
on the
the amount of
SMS list.
people
You'll get it
asking-
early. You'll get it one day early. All right?
SMS list.
Yeah, join the
Bro,
SMS list.
it might genuinely sell out before it's released to the public. Yeah.
I got people like wanting deals like 2 for 140,
Yeah,
bro.
people,
I'm like,
people
no.
like, how much for a pre-release? I'm like, SMS list, bro.
Yeah.
I was thinking to the SMS. So if you're on the SMS list, you get it an hour earlier before.
Yeah,
it
and also you get a discount plus a free shaker cup.
should be 2 weeks from now. We might drop it.
Yeah. But stay updated on all of our Instagrams. Rory's involved a lot in it too. He gets in the photos. He's got his own code Raws.
Yeah, bro.
I think that's active right now, Code
Yeah,
Raws.
would be, yeah.
Yeah, use code
Code
Raws
Will.
to
No,
check
use
out.
code Will. Use code Will.
Use code Nelson for
No,
10%
use code
check off.
Raws.
We need to do a group code.
Yeah, we need to do
Use code
1%.
1% or some
Use
shit.
code 1% to get like a combined 60% off.
yeah, combines all of our codes into 30% off.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right, peace out, boys. Be good. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Oh, fuck. I'm sweating in this.